If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, where we talk about business and technology. Today, we're going to be doing an update on NIO's battery swapping stations, which was actually suggested by one of you guys who's a part of this channel. So shout out to Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan. Here's what Jonathan said in yesterday's video. I was wondering if you might do a monthly segment updating swap station count inside of China and Europe. I saw a similar segment on another podcast demonstrating the progression of Tesla's charging network. So I thought that was a good idea. And so while I am always following the progression of NIO's battery swapping stations, I don't necessarily document it. I just read about it just like you guys. But from this point on, I'll start documenting it in a spreadsheet, and I'll start doing a monthly segment specifically towards China, because I know that there is not much information that's released around the European market, and when we do get that information, it's usually during earnings calls. So I can definitely start to continue to add that stuff on after earnings, or maybe even branch off into another segment and just talk about how we're doing in the European market. But for simplicity purposes, let's keep it China for now. Anyways, this is going to be a great video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, click that notification bell icon, as it really does go a long way in helping out the channel. Okay, so on July 5th, 2022, NIO had 999 battery swap stations in China, providing an impressive 10 million battery swaps, averaging around 30,000 swaps per day. That's pretty impressive, right? At the time, charging piles at their stations numbered about 10,070. Fast forward to April 3rd, 2023, NIO expanded its battery swap network even further. Now they have 13,027 stations, facilitating a whopping 20 million battery swaps. That's approximately 45,000 swaps per day, and their charging piles have grown to a considerable number, just under 14,768. NIO's progression doesn't really stop there. As of April 17th, 2023, they reached 13,052 battery swap stations, surpassing the 20 million battery swaps milestone with charging piles of 14,768. By the way, charging piles also includes fast chargers, just to let you guys know. But moving on to the latest update, here is the most recent count. As of July 14th, 2023, NIO has taken their battery swap stations in China to a new high, hitting 1,553, and the number of battery swaps completed skyrocketed to 25,001,979. Very impressive here. They're now providing around 50,000 battery swaps per day, with charging piles reaching 15,911. And to keep you guys on your seats, because this is hot off the press, as of July 17th, 2023, NIO now boasts 1,563 battery swap stations in China, continuing to exceed the 25 million battery swap mark, and still providing around 50,000 swaps daily, with charging piles reaching 16,729. And also another thing on the charging piles piece, I'm only counting NIO's charging piles. I'm not counting the third-party charging piles that NIO owners can have access to and can use to charge their vehicles as well. Now, here are some interesting key points. A top Chinese investment bank, CICC, suggests that if NIO is doing 100 battery swaps per station, NIO could potentially generate profit. And with their current number of stations, they would need to perform a cumulative total of 156,300 swaps to reach profitability through battery swapping. So that's about over 3 times the amount they're doing today if they're doing 50,000 per day. So to summarize, NIO needs to do NIO needs to be doing 156,300 swaps per day. And as the number of battery swap stations increase, obviously this number is going to increase as well. But to simplify it for you, they need to be doing 100 per day per battery swapping station. To do that, they'll likely have to continue to improve on their battery swapping technology. Right now we're on V3 of the battery swapping stations. They're only going to get better. The capacity is only going to be able to handle more cars over time for them to be able to reach profitability in battery swapping. But anyways, NIO's not stopping there. They've set some ambitious goals for the future. By the end of 2023, they plan to roll out more than 2,300 battery swap stations across China. And as we can see from last month, they're adding about 100 per month, which is pretty aggressive. And important to the company, we talked about NIO creating a moat around their refueling or charging ecosystem. And there you have it. NIO's battery swapping stations have been on a remarkable growth trajectory, and it's clear that the company is pretty much dedicated to providing convenient charging solutions for their customers. Thank you for joining us on this exciting update. I hope you found this useful. Definitely always open to feedback and video suggestions down below in the comments. That's how we continue to grow, and we continue to create the content that you guys want to see. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.